No, but expecting you guys seem shocked that Manchester United beat Arsenal.
Yeah, because it was a surprising result. His sudden importance to Steven Gerrard, you know, and Craig Butler will take credit for that.
And it's been justified. Liam Bailey is performing. You know, he came on. I'd love a Leicester City season right now. I just love where one team will just excite the whole league. I'd love it.
Wagwan sports fans, welcome back to another episode. I'm your host Joe Mar.
I'm Rush.
And this is This or That Sports TV, the place you guys come to get the best and most interesting sports topics, discussions and debates on the internet.
Yes, people. I know you see a familiar face in the studio today. I want him to introduce himself for me. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, Brandon, just passing through, you know?
Yeah, so we him the there because him get a Buckups FPL manager of the week. So we just say, alright bro, stay and talk about the Premier League. You get me? I say, why we have him time? Because it's like a hard man to get. You know?
Yeah.
So we just say, stay and talk some Premier League with you. Why not have a guest on the show?
Why not?
Alright bro, let's do it. But before we get into the video, people, don't forget, like, comment, share, subscribe. We can't leave that out. People, we're growing. You know, we gotta pick up with the steam and the subscribers that go. So make sure you share this video to how many people, bro?
At least 5 people. Because if each one of you guys can get...
Push them now. You've been saying 5.
True.
Push. It sounds like a chorus now.
Right,
People like differences.
I'll tell them.
If each of you guys can get 6 subscribers, you know how many subscribers that could get us at the end of the day?
Yeah.
So come on guys, do the thing.
Alright. So let's get into the week, bro.
Right into it.
Merseyside Derby was the first game of the week. Everton versus Liverpool. Bro, coming into this week, I would have predicted that Liverpool would smash Everton.
Yeah.
But one thing I see a lot of people ignoring is the fact that Everton is not too bad this season.
They're not the same Everton that they were last season.
And people are predicting relegation, people are predicting close to relegation.
They're definitely not going to be relegated.
No,
I can say that for sure. Everton will not be relegated.
Frankie Lampard doesn't look like the super coach, but he does look to be steady in the ship, I must say. And this is a surprise result, nevertheless.
For sure.
0-0 at home to Everton.
And Liverpool has been unpredictable because you think like they dropped 9 against Bournemouth, they're picking up speed.
Like you would believe the Liverpool like a territory.
Yeah, they're picking up steam now, but they have been very unpredictable.
Yeah, and people like me, Captain Salah in the FPL, because we just start that.
This is it.
We just start that.
But they have a better captain.
It's not a FPL video. But we just thought that Salah was going to be big in the
our fantasy show this week, so go and check it out.
Yeah. But like fast forward, who you think will end on top for this season? Not just goal scorer, but like the best player in the Premier League this season.
Erling Haaland. We'll get all the awards.
Come on, bro. Come on.
Yeah, so the Liverpool game. What do you guys make of this result? Is this what Liverpool is this season, inconsistent? Or will they have a turn-up form at some point and just win 25 games on the bounce?
Yeah, we have seen this before where they have rough patches, but I mean it's at the beginning.
Alright, so you think the season is done? You think Man City has already won the Premier League?
No, I think Manchester United is coming for it.
Alright, next game.
First of all, I can answer that question. I personally wouldn't say the league is done just yet. Liverpool can have a turning form.
But they would have to also require Manchester City to have a chopping form. And I don't see
not necessarily a dropping form.
Man City have to go lose a game, they have to go draw 2 games. That's a dropping form. And I don't see that's possible.
Of course that's possible, they have Manchester United to play.
Yeah, it is possible. And the thing is, I checked it out. So already Liverpool drew 3 games, lost 1. I checked last season. They were 1 point off Man City, where I think Liverpool lost 3 games and drew like 4 or something like that.
Yeah, so
and the season before that, they lost 8 games and it was still close. So all they have to do, they need a change from. But if they're inconsistent through the season, which I don't think they will be, then I think there will be a title challenge.
I remember Nunes is suspended. So come on, say it.
I personally, I think the title challenge will be between Arsenal, if any team. And I don't think it will be between Arsenal, but I think if any team is going to challenge for that, I think a mature Arsenal. I think the Premier League.
You think Arsenal is back now? You think Arsenal can manage the top tier? You think that
Arsenal is definitely going to the Champions League. I can say it definitively. But as it relates to the Championship race, I think it's all over.
Alright people, let us know. That's an interesting question. Do you think English Premier League, it's done at this point. Might as well just wrap it up. These
it up.
games going on, just to fulfill obligation.
I mean, on paper, Manchester City, it should be over, but we know how football.
No, on paper, it shouldn't be over.
No, come on, look at that Manchester City team.
Bro, a bad start,
but on paper, the Premier League should have been over before a ball was kicked.
Exactly.
Because their team is just so overwhelming better than everybody else.
Yes, the missing piece is there now. The missing piece. They have a goal scorer now, and he's scoring goals.
Bro, but
is that just not?
It's not over because Man City is doing well. It's over because Liverpool is not doing well.
Exactly.
And the thing is, last season we had a similar start. Where Liverpool ran away with it in the first 10 games, and Manchester City was just out of the picture, and then they just had a run and won the league. So
so that answers the first question.
Yeah, we can't call it just yet. Link me after 10 games, I'm see how it stay, and then probably 50. But we can't 5 games, 6 games into the season.
But I think Brendan, what you style, you know? Mitrovic, Pereira, Arsenal. What does all those things have in common? I'm gonna call it before the season starts. You get me? And I'm calling this right now. I'm gonna really get things wrong. You get me? And say, bro.
Alright.
Watch your tape.
Alright. Next game. Brentford versus Leeds. Brentford 5, Leeds 2.
Yeah.
Brentford, really good team.
Yeah.
What we expect, mid-table. Leeds,
inconsistent.
It's very inconsistent
and to how Leeds started the season, Rodrigo superstar. I thought that they were going to really, make a push for the captain.
I mean, Leeds lost a player which was very valuable to
Two
their
players.
system. Yeah, 2 players. I mean, so come on.
Yeah, so the inconsistency
I
to be expected.
Because after losing those players, to be honest, in a rush, the way Leeds started surprised us. But I think we got so used to them performing so well for the first 3 or 4 games. Now that their luck is turning, we are saying that they're inconsistent. But are they just regressing to the mean?
Could be. And one thing with Premier League football, it's going to balance itself out.
Yeah.
You're not going to, at the end of the season, you're going to look at one, maybe 2 teams and say that's not where you deserve to be. So you see where Arsenal will be in the top 4 for a good 5 weeks, and then at the end of the season they finish 5th and the fans are upset. But really and truly coming into the season, you would be okay with a 5th finish. It's just, we can't get caught up too much in the runs.
Yeah.
And Leeds just had a run, Liverpool is in a bad spot, Arsenal is having a run. We can't get caught up in it too much.
Because it will balance, which is what I don't like about
balance itself.
I think it needs some excitement, which I believe will get that excitement this season. I think Manchester United is back.
You know what I want, bro?
To believe.
I'd love a Leicester City season right now. I just love where one team would just excite the whole league. I'd love it. I'd actually love it.
I don't like the same story over and over. People say it's the best league in the world, but I mean, it needs some excitement.
Alright, next game. Chelsea 2, West Ham 1. Chelsea winning this game.
Big shout out to a yard man. Finally, off the mark.
Who?
Mikel Antonio.
True.
Yeah.
So I didn't shout out to Ivan Toney.
Keeping up with the reggae boys. Ivan Toney does not play for Jamaica.
And bro, the truth is the West Ham fans were very upset with this. Dodgy refereeing in the game, and I feel like this is the weekend of dodgy refereeing.
It's a theme throughout the whole weekend.
Yeah, but Chelsea again, another inconsistent team. I don't know what Chelsea win a game here, lose a game there, draw a game.
Alright, so Chelsea spent a lot of money and Chelsea did a lot of remodeling over the summer. Could it be that they're taking a bit of time to adjust? Because even though Manchester City signed a big name, Manchester City is still their core is still pretty similar. They managed to keep a lot of their core players. Chelsea, I can't say the same. Think about it. One in the back, signed in the midfield, signed forwards. So like they really shook up their core. Like Rudiger was their core, they replaced him.
Yeah, but the thing is, if you look at the team, still 9 of the same players that were there.
Yeah, but you talk about straight down like
the core, the middle
players. If you look at City, it's the
same core.
It's still Rodri, it's still KDB, right? It's just the addition of Haaland.
And it was a missing piece.
Exactly. So I think Chelsea are hills and valleys, and I think they'll balance themselves. I predict Chelsea to finish.
Actually, bro, I think Chelsea is underperforming.
They are underperforming.
And I don't think
as I said, the new core.
I'm not even going to put it down to that. I just think
they're not good enough.
I'm not even going to say not good enough because they are underperforming. I expected better, but the thing is, I think Chelsea has gotten a bit stale. They don't know how they want to play football. You watch games where Chelsea is dominant on the wing, then you watch watch other games where they're just not. I don't know what Tuchel is doing, and to be fair, he is under a bit of pressure from the Chelsea fans. If you check online, they're not very happy with him because he is too inconsistent.
I think
so much is dominant, so much is dominant.
I think the ship will balance though.
It will.
They spend a lot of money. They have a lot of things to work on.
Next game, Newcastle versus Crystal Palace, 0-0 draw, fair result. I think two very, very, very good teams.
Solid mid-table teams, and those Newcastle more so than Crystal Palace will be pushing in the future for European football. But I'm very impressed with Crystal Palace and how they've been playing. They've been very meticulous. They're not going to be playing the most beautiful football, but when they get the ball, they go. You know, really, really, really excited with Crystal Palace and what your new head coach has been doing.
Agree. Nottingham Forest 2, Bournemouth 3. Bournemouth getting a win after sacking the coach. And bro, I don't want to hear nobody say that was a good decision because Scott Parker would have won this game too.
To be fair, bro, I had Nottingham Forest winning the game. I was pretty certain that Nottingham Forest was going to win the game. You know,
don't forget what Bournemouth is, bro. Don't forget what Bournemouth is, and the truth is Bournemouth has had a bad 5 games to start the season. That's just what it is. Playing some of the giants in the Premier League so far. So
but I think Nottingham Forest, you know, they've been picking up steam. You know, very good players like Lingard, Dean Henderson, so on and so forth, Williams, etc., etc. I just thought they would have done what they needed to do. But good performance by Bournemouth.
Yeah. Next game, Tottenham 2, Fulham 1. Again, people, Tottenham not lighting the league up, but slowly putting their points together, slowly going.
Could it be that this result was perfectly justified and exactly what I predicted?
Because Mitrovic is going to score.
And I don't think Fulham is not a Premier League pushover, bro.
And Tottenham is, if you look at that Tottenham squad, Tottenham is supposed to be way better than 2-1.
That's true.
Well, to be fair, look at the Liverpool team. They're supposed to be way better than 2-2 against Fulham. I just think we're sleeping on Fulham. And I've been speaking. I think based on who Tottenham is, based on who Fulham is, and I think 2-1, 3-1 in a fixture like this is exactly what I would come to expect.
I go more to 3-1, but a 2-1 close game against Fulham.
Yeah, probably Tottenham.
And Mitrovic did miss chances.
Well, that's true.
Yeah, again, Tottenham is just slowly getting
and
probably they will get it going some more. But they're getting their wins. They're getting their wins on the board.
You think Tottenham?
Not concerned.
All right. Wolves 1, Southampton 1. Pretty straightforward game.
Yo, as I said, Wolves sneaky doing well.
Aston Villa 1, Man City 1. Liam Bailey bagging a goal. Brilliant goal by the way.
Yeah.
Brilliant goal by the way.
Yo, why these teams can't keep clean sheets, bro?
Yeah, I didn't expect City to draw. I think they would have.
I thought they were going to annihilate them. You know, as you go back to the fantasy exam, people go and watch a fantasy video. You would have used their triple captain because you just thought Haaland was going to.
I thought Haaland was going to.
Yes, I thought Man City would have done way better than they did, but it's the Premier League.
Yeah, not expecting a 1-1
against the Premier League.
And underlying team in this game, Gerrard's back was against the wall.
Yep.
Another inconsistent team, and this is a great result for Aston Villa. Even though it's a draw.
Amazing result. And you saw how ecstatic they were after the game. You imagine to get a point off of Manchester City. Can this be a springboard for Steven Gerrard to push forward?
Yeah, it could be. I wouldn't say it's time for a springboard because he's been in the job for a minute. He's supposed to, his feet should be well planted at this point, and we should be seeing your team.
And Aston Villa has good players.
No, Aston Villa is a really, really good squad, and people quick plug keeping up with the reggae boys coming this week. I'm gonna start about Liam Bailey for a second. Having a good game, having 2 good games, and about starting playing 90 minutes. Not playing 90 minutes, but
amid some controversy regarding his agent.
Yeah.
You know, the Aston Villa people are disgruntled at his agent, but his agent believes that he is the reason why Liam Bailey is playing 90 minutes.
Yeah.
You know, go and check out that video with Craig Butler, who spoke to him about Liam Bailey's, sudden his sudden importance to Steven Gerrard. You know, and Craig Butler will take credit for that.
And it's been justified. Liam Bailey is performing. You know, he came on in the League Cup, he scored a goal. He started the next week.
And even before, when he was not just his whole demeanor and how he looks on the field, he looks like he wants to make something happen.
He definitely belongs in the Premier League.
Yeah, he needs more game time. So.
Alright. Brighton, Hove Albion 5, Leicester City 1.
Exciting match. You know, I expected Brighton to really put on Leicester City.
Yeah, that Brighton team is.
Bro, they have names that I might not be very familiar with.
Welbeck plays a very integral role.
He looks good for Brighton.
And as I said, this whole team, from the goalkeeper all the way to the forward, very, very, very well our team well coached, very disciplined, and they will continue to make noise.
And on the other side, Leicester City not making a single addition this season, losing one of
their leader.
They're losing their leader and one of their best defenders in Fofana to Chelsea. So this is not even uncharacteristic of Leicester City. They've had a poor season.
In fact, I wouldn't expect Brian to go out and score 5 goals, but I also expected them to keep a clean sheet because they're good at keeping clean sheets.
Yeah.
So the score is not necessarily what I expected, but the result at the end of the day.
And the truth is, Leicester needs a keeper, bro.
Yeah.
Ward will not cut it. Ward is not. I don't think he's good enough to be a Premier League starter at Leicester City.
No.
Next
At
game.
any Premier League team.
Yeah.
Dean Henderson is playing for Nottingham Forest.
Yeah.
So come on, the exciting game now.
Alright, the game of the week, obviously, people.
Yeah.
Manchester United versus Arsenal. Predicted this one, bro, and unfortunately I got it right. Manchester United got a bounce off Liverpool, and that's like 3-4 games on the bounce now where they just are putting results together.
Or it can be attributed to them dropping Maguire and just playing better football. It doesn't necessarily have to be off the bounce. And I think Ten Hag made very obvious decisions in addition to Anthony, who really improved the team. You know, so I wouldn't necessarily attribute it to the bounce of Liverpool. I tend not to put much factor on stuff like that.
He just,
I think
he has just been
obvious omission of Harry Maguire is going to lead to the improvement of any team, regardless of who they win to or lose to. And Anthony really did play well against Arsenal.
See, the thing is, bro, and this is a very important thing. You have some things in the Premier League and some wins that are going to give you a bounce, and that's just a fact. You asked a while ago if Aston Villa will get a bounce off Man City, and they could, just because that is the performance.
But Ten Hag called for him before that.
Exactly, and I wasn't necessarily saying would Villa get a bounce off Manchester City. I'm like, a strong result in the Premier League. You get me? I said
that gives you confidence.
Some confidence. Exactly, but
exactly what a bounce is.
Then again, we
have a bigger factor here.
Exactly.
You take Maguire out, the football is going to improve. You don't play Fred beside McTominay, the football is going to improve. Eriksen is a midfield genius. He has been making obvious choices.
I'm not going to attribute it to a bounce off Liverpool, because
he just made good decisions.
Had they played Liverpool, done well against Liverpool, and throw Maguire back in the team, Arsenal
same result.
3-1.
Yeah, so
I agree, and both things can be true.
That's also true. Both things can be
true. They got 3 games on the bounce, and the final one, or the most recent one, was against Arsenal. Arsenal were the favourites coming into this game. Arsenal top of the league, still top of the league, by the way. Don't get it twisted, people. We're not mad.
Don't get it twisted.
We're not mad.
But Manchester United is coming for it. Just Ten Hag's whole demeanour, his confidence, because even being shaken up by the first 2 losses, he was like, I'm going to do this right, I'm going to do this.
Good coach, bro. Very good coach. Very tactical man, because you look at it, he knows that this Manchester United team cannot play the way he wants to play.
I saw him made a move in the game, so you guys are slowly coming back in the second half. And he brought on Fred. He brought on Fred. And I was like, but he brought on Fred, who was like pressing and pressuring you guys, and slowly kind of diminished that pressure that we were under.
To be fair, they struck us very well on the counter.
Yeah, and that's what I would say. Manchester United didn't play great football. Like, it wasn't pleasing to the eye.
To be fair, I'm not going to demean. If it was a game where Dahir was forced to make 14 saves and Arsenal was all over, I would say that. But Man U played exactly how Man U needed to play. I'm very impressed.
I didn't finish.
I'm very impressed.
That was the point I was going to make.
Who played better football on the day? Manchester United, in my opinion. I genuinely believe that.
Alright, so what I was saying is that Man U's football wasn't pleasing to the eye. It wasn't great to watch. It wasn't entertaining. They just took their chances. They soaked up the pressure. Whenever they got the ball, 1-2 passes, Bruno, fresh for their in and goal. And that's where I think Ten Hag won that game. And they did it against Liverpool again. They were solid defensively. Arsenal had the ball, but you didn't see Arsenal picking up too many dangerous
and you have to remember,
you have to give the coach some credit for that.
They didn't force very many saves after here. And I'm very impressed with how Manchester United.
Yeah, and Ten Hag is slowly transitioning into stability, because he has Casemiro did not start Casemiro. You can see that he's slowly testing things out and getting it right.
And Casemiro came on and it didn't look great. So then it now seems like a good decision, because
McTominay, Eriksen and Bruno
Fernandes. And McTominay is playing some good football.
That's right.
Keeping it simple.
giving our midfielders, man, hell.
But he's still a clumsy player, but he's doing what he's supposed to do.
Keeping it simple. Clumsy players are supposed to keep it simple. He's a clumsy player,
but I guess he looked good.
And when Casemiro comes into this,
but that's a big jump. Don't say he came in and did not look great.
He lost the ball.
Casemiro is a winner. He's used to just playing full 90s. So come on, he just came to the club.
Did he look good in the game when he came on?
No, it was alright, but I mean, it could have been better. But I mean, he only got so much time, so we can't jump and say.
No, I didn't say Casemiro would be a flop. I didn't say Casemiro would come. Eventually, when Casemiro
a midfield with Casemiro, Bruno Fernandes, and Christian Eriksen. That's a world class midfield.
Come on. And then
that's the second best midfield.
And we have 3 valuable players from a team that won 3 Champions League back-to-back: Varane, Cristiano Ronaldo, and Casemiro.
Yeah.
So which is why I'm hinting at, I think we're going to have an upset at this season.
That's the second best midfield in the league. This behind Manchester City's. There's no other midfield that can compete with that one.
So yeah. To be fair. So I know that Arsenal are your teams. Arsenal is your team, but
that's how
expecting.
Really.
Huh?
Arsenal is not going to win.
No, but expecting you guys seem shocked that Manchester United beat Arsenal.
Yeah, because it was a surprising result. Because Arsenal is a better team.
But Arsenal is a better team than Manchester United right now.
It's clear.
But you just said that Manchester United has the second best midfield. So who has the
not
best
on the pitch?
midfield?
Not on the pitch. He's saying if Casemiro come in, it will be the second best.
But that's only on paper.
Yeah. All right. So let's
not in actuality. Give me Partey, Xhaka, and Odegaard any day.
Let's put a lid on it. All in all, a decent week of football.
I've seen better weeks.
Yeah, decent. It wasn't great, it wasn't good, but a decent week. Having some weird results like Everton, Liverpool.
Like
weird.
Manchester United versus Arsenal, weird.
Man City,
That's not weird.
Everton 1-1 weird.
Yeah.
But people, stay tuned. More of these videos to come. You might see more guests coming onto the show. You might invite some popular faces on YouTube to the show. You know, just to keep it spice, just keep it fun. People don't want to see both of us all the time.
Well, people want to see me all the time. I don't know about you.
This guy. Anyways, people, don't forget, like, comment, share, subscribe. Get in the match real quick.
Brandon, like what you're there.
So if each of you guys can get 6 subscribers, you know how many subscribers that could get us? So please guys, just do the thing.
By the end of the day, why people always forget that? Jesus.
Yeah, because you want to do it right now, right?
Literally.
You go do it right now. Yeah.
Anyways, people.
Let's go.
Alright. This was this Sports TV.
I'm out.
No.